Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today, I am going to be talking about the easiest way to get wealthy in the crypto market based on my own personal opinion. Now, for those of you who are interested in trading and would like to try out the same exchange that I use, feel free to go ahead and check out the MEXC crypto exchange. You can find a link to it in the video description down below. I personally love this exchange because one, they do not require KYC to sign up. You can use KYC if you want, but it is not required. All right. In addition to that, they always have extremely low fees, as you guys can clearly see. And in addition to that, for altcoin nerds like myself, they've got over 1,500 different altcoins for people like me to trade at any given time. So I absolutely love it. All right. So, all right, guys. Now, before I actually dive into this video, I just want to say really quick that there really aren't enough YouTubers out there who talk about the mindset and how important it is when you are investing, okay? And the reason why they don't is probably because it comes off as, boring and not hype-ish. But I'm not, everybody knows me who's been watching my channel. I am not a hype-ish type of YouTuber, all right? Instead, I take more of a realistic YouTuber approach, all right? So a lot of this video is going to be all about the mindset, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? So here's the thing. Your brain is literally your most powerful tool when it comes to decision making, okay? And when coupled with investing, it's even more powerful because the decisions that you make can literally be the difference between making $0 and reaching your wildest financial goals. I mean, it really, really can. One bad decision can literally take you from up here down to way the heck down here, okay? So with that said, since I know a lot of crypto investors love hype, please keep an open mind here because my goal is to get you to actually learn something and put it into use in the market and, benefit from it greatly, okay? So here's the thing. I personally have done very, very, very well in the crypto market since 2016, okay? Minus a couple months of losses and bad decisions that I made in the beginning. But when I dug deep into what it truly takes, it all made sense. And, the points that you're going to learn in this video are very, very self-explanatory, okay? But they are very, very powerful if you put them into action, okay? So the very first thing, the first thing I want to talk about here is going to be basically for the long-term holders out there. We're going to talk about, the ratio of altcoins that you should be holding and stuff like that, okay? So here's the thing. You do not want a portfolio filled with a bunch of ultra low cap altcoins, okay? I mean, yeah, it's nice to have low cap altcoins because, obviously I hold a bunch of low cap altcoins as well, but that's just way too risky, okay? Instead, you want a good mixture of both low cap altcoins and large cap coins. And you want to buy them before the start of a bull market and not during the bull market, okay? Too often, I see people say things like, I'll wait until it drops, all right? This is literally a huge thing that I see all the time, okay? And then here's what happens. And then it never drops and they never get into the coin. In fact, this happened recently within the last few months. I made a video a few months ago talking about Nakamoto Games and when it was just 8 cents. And guess what? Can you guess what happened? A few weeks later, it took off and now it's trading in the high 20 cents to low 30-cent range, okay? Ever since this happened, I have gotten numerous messages from people telling me that they regret not buying in, okay? And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about here, right here, guys, okay? You literally can't hold back and wait if your goal is to hold long-term anyway, all right? That kind of defeats the purpose. If you're trading, if you're regularly trading and not buying and holding long-term, then yeah, it makes sense to wait for a cheaper price. But if you're holding long-term, just buy it and forget it and, just buy it, forget about it, and accumulate more whenever you can. I mean, that's literally the game of holding long-term. So the point I'm trying to get across here is you want a good mix of both low cap and large cap altcoins, but that does not mean pick any altcoins and call it a day, okay? You obviously want altcoins that are, actually going to go somewhere or you think are going to go somewhere, all right? So the next thing I want to talk about here in regards, the next thing I want to talk about in regards to holding long term is patience, okay? Now, again, this is a mindset thing. And the reason I want to talk about patience is because I see way, way, way too many people who simply have no patience whatsoever, okay? Seriously, guys, I literally cannot tell you how many times I have seen people, personally myself, say things like, I'm going to invest in this coin long term and be rich, okay? It literally happens all the time. But then the coin doesn't move for 3 months and they sell their position because they get impatient, okay? That's literally not how it works, you guys. You're simply not going to get wealthy like that, okay? The key is patience. Well, I shouldn't say the key, but a big key part of it is patience, all right? You need to be able to discipline yourself to be able to actually hold long term. And what works best for me, since I'm always accumulating more and more on a long-term basis, I literally just force myself to forget about my holdings, and it literally works wonders. I mean, it really, really does. You know, if you've got hobbies, fill your time with hobbies, not checking the crypto charts, okay? That's literally all it takes, you know? Keep accumulating, keep buying, and keep holding long-term. I mean, that's literally all it is. The point here is, you seriously need to be patient and not treat your long-term holding positions as swing trades, okay? Instead, you need to treat them like actual long-term holding positions because after all, I am sure that you have heard the saying, buy low, sell high, which is, you know, obviously extremely true. It's so true, it's not even funny, to be honest with you guys. Literally, just buy your long-term positions while it's low and sell at the peak of the next bull market and accumulate more and more along the way. It's literally that simple, you guys. It really, really is. Literally, with these 2 points alone, you'll get wealthy in the crypto market as, you know, a long-term holder with no issues whatsoever. However, if you're more of a trader, if you're more of a, you know, the type of person who wants to trade rather than buy and hold long term, you know, it's a completely different story. And I've got some tips for those of you who are trying to trade your way to wealth as well, okay? So for traders, you know, one of the biggest things that I see people doing is trying to trade low volume coins, which is a huge, huge mistake, okay? If you are looking for daily profits, you should be trading the high volume coins because these coins have regular movement at all hours of the day, which means you can easily get in and out of trades all throughout the day if you're trying to day trade, okay? Now, I'm not saying that trading low cap coins is bad or trading the smaller coins is bad or anything because you can make some pretty darn good profits with those coins, but if you want the least amount of risk as possible, you want to be trading the higher volume coins on a regular basis, okay? Now, the next way for traders to get wealthy is by controlling their emotions and not being impatient, okay? So here's a little scenario I've seen quite too often, okay? Literally, Johnny enters, I'm just going to use the name Johnny. Little Johnny enters an Ethereum trade at $1,000, okay? This is just a hypothetical scenario, all right? Little Johnny enters his position in Ethereum at $1,000. And then an hour later, Ethereum drops to $975. And little Johnny starts, you know, freaking out and he ends up selling so that he doesn't lose anymore. But then 4 hours later, Ethereum jumps to $1,200, okay? So here's the problem with that scenario. Little Johnny, all right, you know, keep in mind here, little Johnny lost the second, he lost the second that he hit that sell button, okay? He didn't lose when the price went down $25. He lost when he hit that sell button, okay? So the point I'm trying to make here is you need to be able to control your emotions and be patient, okay? Keep this in mind. The only time you lose a trade is when you hit that sell button, okay? Even if your position is down, you still haven't lost, all right? However, if the charts indicate that a reversal is, you know, happening and looks like it's going to be dropping, then obviously, yeah, you're going to want to sell. But if they don't, then don't sell, okay? Now, I know that there's probably a few of you who may be rolling your eyes right now and thinking that these tips in this video are useless junk, rightfully so, and that's okay, all right? I'm not a dictator, and I'm not telling anyone, you know, what to do, but you have to keep in mind that your decisions that you make are all throughout the day impact what happens in your life and in your financial future. I mean, it is extremely, extremely important with the mindset. I cannot stress this enough, you guys, all right? So with that being said, I'll reiterate here that it is extremely important to always have a clear mind and not get emotional or impatient, okay? And if you're on the fence about selling early or anything like that, tell yourself this, okay? Wealthy people didn't get wealthy by being emotional, being impatient, or making poor decisions, okay? So overall here, I hope I was able to help some of you with these little bit of mindset tips here. But if any of you guys have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video whatsoever, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter and ask me anything you'd like. I love helping people, which is the whole reason why I started this channel in the first place. So again, feel free to ask questions if you guys have got them, guys. But overall here, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I'll go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section down below of my future videos.